to this video of perks and quirks about Glee. Look at them. About owning a Golden Labrador Retriever. Okay, so we are going to start off with her energy level. So Labrador's energy level, if you have a Labrador, great. Glee's energy level is not very high because she's kind of lazy. Gleeby, come. Gleeby, come on. Gleeby does not like to run in the backyard like Ellie. She gets the puppy runs on walks all the time, but if I ask her to run, Gleeby will not run. Great, Glee. And their food level, they sometimes I just say absolutely because it's funny. They absolutely love their food. Isn't that right, Glee? They love their food and they love their people. If you are planning on getting a Labrador, if you love Labradors, then I would seriously recommend getting one because they're awesome babies. And you can't forget about the face licks. No, you can't, baby. No, you can't. But yes, and people that have Labradors out there will know that they will do anything for food, unless you have one of those Labradors that does not is not very food motivated. And they love getting petted, so please give your Labrador pets. And Ellie can go for about 1 or 2 walks a day. Glee's max out is 1 walk a day or 1 big hike, and then she gets 1 day off. Glee is older though, but she was always like this. So yeah, and they need exercise and of course the fur. My iPad is literally covered in fur right now. And be sure to have a vacuum on hand when you have a Labrador because they are the most they shed. So I would recommend getting a vacuum if you don't have one. Yes. And we will move on. So, Glee is very cuddly. She loves to snuggle and, of course, the belly rubs. Now, I love my Glee. I love her I absolutely adore her. But now we're moving on to the quirks. Labradors love to sniff. They won't stop sniffing until they have sniffed every last inch, centimeter, or they will just not stop sniffing. And Also, they beg for food every second of your meal. They'll sit there and beg and beg and beg. And they're very attention seeking, which isn't basically a quirk, but it's still something to be aware of. And they're very easy to train. They're so intelligent. They're very intelligent animals. Dogs, and every single dog is like intelligent and amazing in their own way. And they all have their perks and their quirks. And Glee, one of the things that you have to be careful of when you're walking your dog in the winter is the snow. Now, they love snow. They absolutely love snow, but they need to take, their paws get so cold. In the last video clip, when I was walking Glee, I had to stop filming because her feet, because she had very, very cold feet. She was lifting them off the ground and she was shaking them, and she did not want to walk. And I was going to film that as something that you guys should be aware of, but Glee was barely, like, her paws were like frozen, so that's why we decided to cut the walk short. We were gonna go on a trail, and I was gonna film her like sniffing, and I was gonna film her doing all the things that she loves to do while we're on a trail, but her feet just got cold, so we did a short loop. Around the neighborhood, and then we decided that we were going to come back. But maybe I'll do a little music video of the dogs in the snow and like doing what they do on a walk. That can be a video. So yeah. So this fur that comes off of her, even during the winter, it is an excessive amount of fur. So this, like, I don't even like, Glee, that's all your floofs. She's like, my floofs! What have you done to my floofs? Yep. And especially off of the chest. I am not even tugging. See, it is the middle of winter, Glee, and you, like, wow, I just can't even. Yep. So that's another thing, the fur. It's all of that fur. Yeah. They are water dogs, so be sure when you go on a walk during the summer that they are able to go somewhere to swim. But Glee loves swimming. She won't, like, it's her absolute favorite thing to do. We take our neighbor's Golden Retriever for walks. We take him on walks. He absolutely loves the water as well. Ellie is the biggest fan. She used to be scared of the water, but her friend, the Golden Retriever, he was so not afraid of the water. He absolutely loved it. So Ellie was picking up on his positive thoughts about the water, and she was like, okay, this is safe. I don't need to worry. So yeah. So she began to, again, the fur. She began to love the water, and now she's the biggest water dog on the planet. But also, as you can see, her feet in between the toes are webbed. Labradors have these webbed feet because they are hunter dogs. They catch ducks for their owners, well, the owners that hunt. And as most of you may know, their tail is like a beaver's tail to help them swim. So now there are so many perks to owning a Labrador. They are great companion dogs. They are very much loyal. They absolutely love other dogs. Sometimes that can be a good thing, sometimes that can be a bad thing. Because of course we all want our dogs to be safe when we're on walks, and we don't want them to interact with other dogs that aren't so keen on interacting with them. of course, in the past we've had some experience with that. Glee's like, she's pretty cautious, but she loves dogs. She'll go up to them and play, but she will back down if this dog is not okay with her, like coming over and just saying hi. Yeah, so you're pretty good with that. You're very respectful. She's very respectful to other dogs. She listens when they don't want to when they don't want to interact with you. And yes, but also the nail trimming. Excuse me. The nail trimming. Their nails get very long, like every single dog. Glee is very good with her nails. Ellie is not. She's the squirmiest dog on the planet to do her nails. Glee is so good that even I can do her nails, and I've done them once or twice, but I'm scared of doing the dew claw, because the nail is so like thin and short that I don't want to hit the quick, which is the vein in their nail, so I don't do them very often. But yeah, when we have litters of puppies, I don't want to do their nails because it is the absolute scariest, because you're worried that you will trim it too short or the puppy will squirm, and it will just like, so many things can go wrong when you're trimming their toenails, so you always want to be aware of that. So that's why my mom does the nail trimming when we have puppies, because I never do that, but because it's easier with bigger dogs too, because they have more experience with it. But yeah, isn't that right, baby? Alright, and that concludes today's video. Hope you enjoyed. Drop a like and hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed.